Hi, my name is Larry Meyer. I'm the owner of Larry Meyer Construction Company, LLC, and we're located at 3901 Business Park Drive in Wausau, Wisconsin. And today's first topic is going to be the question we receive quite frequently is, should I be my own general contractor on my building project? People always have the thought that they're going to save money because, as you know, when you handle a project, there's a cost that's associated with it. I have yet to meet anybody that has taken on that challenge, that when it was all over didn't say to us, that was the dumbest thing I've ever did. There's a lot that's involved in it. First of all, you have to be accessible, really, at least 5 days a week from 7 in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. You have to answer questions. You have to be available to be on the job site whenever there's questions that arise. And usually that's a conflict with the people's schedule themselves. Usually they're working to make a living to pay for the project, and so they don't have that availability. Then they don't know how to or don't understand a lot of the questions that get asked, and so they end up coming back to us as the contractor saying, now the plumber asked me if we should do this or that and that. And so ultimately, we end up usually doing most of the work anyway. And it is our opinion that to facilitate a project with a nice even flow on a steady time frame, there's no advantage at all for having someone to run their own project. We get that question asked quite often too. People have a connection, maybe a brother, cousin, whoever it is, friend, somebody that did work for them before. And we never say no, but we always like to engage in a good conversation about why we would suggest maybe they don't do that. Ourselves, the way we do our business is we have a very loyal group of subcontractors that we work with all the time. So we use the same plumber, the heat guy, electrician, whatever it might be. We have a very good understanding between us on how schedules are going to work, what our expectations are of them, what their expectations are of us, time frames. And by bringing those people in, I will guarantee that your project will be done on time. They will not hold up your project. And in the event that you have a problem later on, that they will take care of it. That's part of our guarantee by allowing us to work with our own people. The minute you bring in someone that you're not used to working with, it kind of alters the flow, as I guess a new person in any process would be. And the other thing that ends up happening then ultimately is we end up handling all the questions that subcontractor has anyway, because the homeowner doesn't know how to handle them. So there really is an advantage. We see that more as a disadvantage than an advantage, but we still let it happen if people really feel that they'd like to have that done that way. Great question. The advent of the internet obviously has made anything and everything that's for sale accessible to people. So we'll go through and we'll take a look at, or maybe do the picking out of whatever your plumbing fixtures are going to be. So they know what that's going to be, then they go online, and then their first question is, well, how much is the plumber charging me for that? Well, normally the plumber's always going to charge you more than what they're going to be able to buy it for online. But there's a couple of reasons for that. One, plumber has to make a profit, as does everybody. It's part of staying in business. Two, along with the profit that the plumber makes on that, if there's an issue with that product, the plumber will handle that issue at no cost to the homeowner. If you're going to buy it over the internet, a couple of things that we've experienced is you have to remember that you have to include shipping. You have to answer all the questions and whatever that they're going to have. When it arrives, if it's missing parts or pieces, that now becomes your problem in reality. It should not be passed on to the plumber or whatever subcontractor that you might have bought the product for. So it looks real rosy from a dollar and cent sign when you look at it on the internet, but there can be some real repercussions with it, and we've run into that a lot. Part missing, part broken, and then the whole project grinds to a halt.